What is good, Meat Boys? And yo, real quick, this video is gonna be a little different than any other Meat Boy MMA video we've ever done. I mean, if you've been with us for a while, you'll notice that we don't always break down every fight on every UFC card. And the reason we do that is because sometimes we just don't have serious insight to offer on those scrappy early prelim fights. And we aren't gonna pretend like we do. So, for instance, in a couple weeks at UFC 278, AJ Fletcher is fighting against Angie Lusa, and we won't be making a video on that. So for this one, I'm just going to be 100. Your boy didn't watch a single episode of Tough this season. Most seasons I'll catch enough to get the lowdown, but I'll be honest, Meat, I just was not that invested in the Lioness versus Pena coaching storyline. So for that reason, I was out, and in so doing, I don't know much about either of these guys. So I know we got Snoozman's little brother versus a dude who used to play for the Houston Texans in the NFL, but beyond that, I am ready to be swayed in one direction, Meat, because I know you have been watching this season closely. I know you know a lot about both of these fighters. So tell me, Meat, what do I need to know about both these two guys? Who has the advantage overall? And ultimately, in this Ultimate Fighter tournament finale, who are you taking?
Yeah, honestly, this is a great fight. These were definitely the two guys I thought we were going to see at the end, and we are here now. But Zach the Ripper, he's a retired JV high school coach. Basically, I guess he played for the NFL. That's his claim to fame. But he's a JV high school coach. Plays Pop Warner maybe with his son, or I don't even know if he has a son. But he's just not that impressive. I'll put it like that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Maybe the people in the comment section can let me know what I'm missing, because when I watched Tough this season, this guy was not that impressive. Yes, he did beat all the fighters to get here. That's cool, but compared to Usman, I don't know. I just don't see how he's gonna be able to get this done. This is Usman, Kamaru Usman's little brother, even though he's bigger. And I think Usman is going to demolish him. I mean, he's got the size, he's got probably the weight advantage. It's saying 204, but he's not that. He's probably around 230, 240, so he should be around Usman. But Usman is just so jacked. This guy's a little blubby and fluffy. I think Usman is going to be the stronger fighter, the better grappler, the better striker. He's taller. He's got the longer limbs, longer legs. I just see this being a one-sided beatdown. That's where I'm just lost. Maybe everyone just really. I know in the comments people just hated Usman in the Ultimate Fighter, which I don't know why. People are like, "Oh, he sucks." I don't know. You're watching either I'm a casual or everyone in the comments is a casual, because Usman was looking pretty darn good for a heavyweight that is about to enter the UFC at the lowest level. He's an entry fighter in the UFC. He's not going for the championship next week. He's not crazy good, but for being a very low level fighter in the UFC, possibly, I think he looks great, and I think he's going to get a very decisive win. I could see a knockout, but I also could see a unanimous decision dominantly. I'm hammering this, boys. I don't know what you guys are doing. Throw in the comments. Just curious. Am I crazy or not? But yeah, Usman's going to win probably by KO.
Yeah, it's very interesting stuff. I mean, the dude, you can't go wrong training with Kamaru Usman. He's the best in the world for sure. So if any of the, the true Usman genes and power has rubbed off on little bro, then gotta imagine the guy would be somewhat capable in there. And I do wonder though, Meat, like, what are the odds makers missing? What is Tapology missing? Because 80% is rolling with Zac Pauga, and he's a plus. Zach is a minus 230 favorite, the Ripper, versus Usman, who's a near 2-1 dog. So how do you sort of square that circle? How do you justify your KO easy work Usman pick given those facts?
The only thing I can think of is this guy. He was in the NFL, like he was a pro NFL player for maybe one game, or maybe bench warmer. Who knows? I've never heard of him. I don't know if you have, but yeah, so not that relevant in the pro NFL scene. Apparently, he was a pro rugby player. So maybe these MMA guys, they go, oh, he's got a zero on his name. He played rugby like Alexander Volkanovski, and he played NFL like Dominic Reyes, but neither one really played the NFL. They're still JV coaches. So I think with that being said, then they see Usman, oh, he's lost twice and he'll never be as good as his brother. And they see the L recently off his name, which is submission, which Zach is not a grappler. So we don't need to worry
Hmm.
about submissions this fight. That's a guaranteed. If anything, I could see Usman ground and pounding, smothering, and get the finish on top. I don't think Zach will take him down or even get on top of him or do anything. If Zach wins, it'll be standing up on the feet. But I just don't see it. I think Usman has a way crispier jab, just all around faster, better on the feet. But I'm guess I'm missing something. I don't know. Definitely gotta throw in the comments, guys. Help me out. Spam Kazi if I am, or spam Go if I'm raw if I'm right, because I think Usman is going to demolish him and turn the motor on.
Yeah, interesting enough, and I'm sure we'll hear down below, if the take is spot on or is off the rails. But you were talking about Zac Pauga's NFL career. He played on the practice squad for the Texans, so he didn't actually ever appear in some games, but did do enough to get that profile picture of him in an NFL jersey. So it's interesting because actually both these dudes played college football, right? Pauga played at Colorado State, and Usman played at the University of Houston. And it looks like both these guys, I guess, are trying to follow the footsteps of, Eric Anders or Brendan Schwab, of being those former almost NFL guys ready to turn in a UFC career. But in this one meet, again, boys, didn't watch a single episode, couldn't tell you much about Puaga or Usman, but I don't know, mate. I don't know if I'm convinced with this Usman chatter. I'm seeing the 80%. I'm seeing the minus 230 for that Puaga power. And if we look at the 80%, I mean, there also is a decent sliver of brown. So they think that Usman's little brother is going to be Snoozman 2.0 in this one. And he's snoozing after Puaga gets that power on him. So not a lot of insight going into this one, but I'm just going to dart throw Puaga as the minus 230 favorite in this one. But again, take that with a bunch of grains of salt, because tough this season just was not for your boy Meat. So any last thoughts on this one? This one should be fun though, right? Or are these guys both bums?
Both bums, that is for sure, but you also have to think Usman's never been knocked out and Zach's never lost, so I just I just don't see this. No, I mean, if this guy was a top level grappler and maybe he'd win by submission, but he's not even that. I mean, he's a high school JV football coach. Come on, guys. Like, I mean, this is Usman's little brother. You think the champ is gonna let his little brother lose his debut in the UFC to get that contract? No, I just don't see it. There's no way you can convince me. You're a fool if you think otherwise. Zach's over there training with Brown Bear, Devin Clark. We know what happens with that guy when he gets in the UFC ring, so I think a similar thing is going to happen.
I feel that. I guess we're split on the pick in this one. Let us know down below. Meat Boys, are you rolling with the motor or are you taking the absolute ripper to get this one done? Let us know.